You look in the mirror, and nothing's changed. Same workout, same effort, same body staring back at you. Meanwhile, the guy next to you in the gym is building muscle like it's nothing, and he's not doing anything you haven't tried. Here's what nobody tells you. Lifting weights doesn't build muscle. It's what happens after you put the weight down that decides everything. And most people never learn the actual mechanism. They just guess, copy some routine off the internet, and hope. There are 3 forces that build muscle, not motivation, not hitting it hard. 3 specific physical triggers. Ignore one, and you're leaving growth on the table for years without ever knowing why. Force 1. Mechanical tension. This is the load itself. The raw force your muscle fibers resist under weight. Heavy enough, and your body reads it as a threat. Adapt or fail next time. Too light, and there's no signal at all. This is why lifting near your limit matters more than lifting a lot of reps at a weight that barely challenges you. Your muscle isn't counting your reps. It's reading the tension. Force 2. Muscle damage. Every real set causes microscopic tears in muscle fiber. That soreness 2 days later, that's damage, not weakness, and it's not something to be afraid of. What you don't realize yet is that damage isn't the goal itself, it's the invitation. Your body repairs those tears thicker and stronger than before, but only if you give it what Force 3 demands. Force 3. Metabolic stress. The burn, the pump, the last few reps where the muscle screams, and every instinct tells you to rack the weight. That's fluid and metabolic byproduct flooding the muscle, and it's a real growth signal, not just discomfort to grit your teeth through. Bodybuilders have chased that burn instinctively for decades. Science just caught up to why it actually works. 3 forces: tension, damage, stress. Miss one, and growth stalls no matter how hard you think you're training. But triggering these forces is only half the equation. What happens next is where most people fail completely, and where years get wasted. Muscle protein synthesis. This is the actual building phase. Your body assembling new muscle tissue from the damage you just created. It doesn't happen in the gym. It happens hours and days later, and only if 2 things are present: enough protein and enough time. Somewhere along the way, you learn to fear rest days, to feel like skipping the gym is losing ground. That's backwards. Muscle isn't built during the workout. It's built during the recovery from it. Train again before repair finishes, and you're not building on progress. You're interrupting it over and over and calling it discipline. Progressive overload. Here's the trap almost everyone falls into: doing the same workout, same weight, same reps, month after month, and wondering why the results stopped coming. Your body adapted. The signal that used to trigger growth doesn't register as a threat anymore. Without a small, consistent increase in demand, more weight, more reps, more control on the way down, growth doesn't just slow, it stops entirely, quietly, while you keep showing up. This is the part that separates people who build real muscle for years from people who plateau in month 3, get frustrated, and quit believing it ever worked for them in the first place. So, when you train, really train, here's what's actually happening under the surface. Tension pulling at the fiber, micro tears spreading through the tissue, metabolic stress flooding the muscle with every hard rep. Then, over the next 48 hours, protein synthesis, rebuilding it thicker than before. If you feed it and let it rest instead of fighting it. That's not motivation, that's not luck, and it's not genetics doing something for someone else that it won't do for you. That's biology, working exactly the way it's supposed to, whether you understand it or not. The only question left is whether you're finally going to train with it, or keep guessing against it.